Scorpio, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot, and welcome to your December 2017 monthly tarot forecast. This is for Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, and Scorpio Rising signs. So Scorpio, for this reading, I'm using the Mystic Dreamer Tarot deck, along with the Sacred Traveler Oracle cards by Denise Linn. Over on Vimeo, I will have an extension to this reading. I will have the December 2017 Love Tarot forecast posted over there. I will have that link below. And now for sale on my website, I do have the 2018 Yearly Tarot forecast posted for sale on my website. So if that's something that interests you, please visit northeasttarot.com. All right, so at the bottom of the deck, Scorpio, I do have the Chariot, and this is what I'm using as the overall energy for you guys for the month of December. So in December, it is the holiday season, so travel definitely could be in the cards for some of you. You could be definitely traveling here in the month of December. The Chariot is the ultimate victory card, so some of you definitely could be coming through quite successful with something here. It's an empowered energy. You're in the driver's seat. Some of you could simply be moving forward with your life in some way. There could be some Scorpios that you're looking at two different paths that you can maybe move down. So maybe some of you have some decisions that you need to make. Right at the center, I do have the Seven of Pentacles crossed by the Magician. So with the Chariot and the Magician, you know, this is a lot of empowered energy. So some of you are definitely, I feel, in the process of manifesting something in your life, manifesting, creating. With the Seven of Pentacles, you might be planting those seeds here right at the start of the month. With the Seven of Pentacles, you're working very hard. You're planting those seeds, but you have to wait for those seeds to sprout. You have to wait for that harvest to come in. For other Scorpios, you know, you might have already been working very hard on something, and this could be you definitely kind of reevaluating, you know, what your next step is going to be. Do you want to continue on investing in this? And with that Chariot, definitely some of you, again, could be making some decisions, determining whether or not this is worth your time and energy. With the Magician, in this position, I think, again, some of you are in the process of manifesting, creating something wonderful in your life, and you have everything you need to be successful. The Magician is very, very creative. He's someone who's very resourceful. So some of you, if you kind of feel stuck, or you're in this kind of maybe waiting period, waiting for things to happen, you know, that might be what's needed for some of you, is getting creative, maybe getting out, networking, being resourceful for some of you. Now, at your foundation, I do have the Page of Swords. So with the Page of Swords in this position, and then also the Seven of Pentacles here, some of you could have dealt with some delays. With the Page of Swords, it can represent delayed news, or even, you know, some of you may be expecting the worst. With the Page of Swords, this can be someone who's very vigilant, on guard, a little weary, not sure that something's going to work out, or maybe even expecting, you know, disappointing news. So some of you, maybe because you've been working very hard and you haven't yet seen the fruits of your labor, some of you could have been a little wary previously, or went through maybe some delays and things like that. Now, in the more recent past, I do have the King of Wands. So there could have been a Leo, a Sagittarius, or Aries person that was significant, maybe in November. And then for other Scorpios, you know, this could have been your energy. I always see the King of Wands as someone who's very passionate, creative, a manifestor, a go-getter. So some of you, this could have been you taking some sort of action, starting something new here in the recent past. And then crowning you, I do have the High Priestess. So this is wonderful. The High Priestess in this position, your intuition is definitely speaking to you. So some of you definitely could be determining, you know, what you're going to do when it comes to a particular matter. And I think that your intuition is definitely on point. listen to your intuition, definitely throughout the entire month, but especially for those of you that at the start of the month, maybe you're figuring out exactly what you want to do next. Your intuition is definitely speaking to you. Now, the High Priestess crowning you as well. You know, the High Priestess is very secretive, mysterious. She's someone who plays her cards close to her chest. So with the Chariot as the overall energy, some of you could be making some plans, maybe on moving forward in some way. And if you feel the need to keep it to yourself, definitely do that. What's interesting is energy that's coming up for you around the second week here of December in the near future position. We have the Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords for me can represent the ending to a difficult cycle. So some of you, the worst is now behind you, especially with the Chariot here as well. You know, maybe you've been, you know, working very hard, and maybe some of you have had to be really patient. But I think that the worst is now behind you with the Ten of Swords here in the near future position. Because we also have the Six of Pentacles in the position of your power. So with the Six of Pentacles here in this position, you could be receiving some sort of help or some sort of assistance. The Six of Pentacles is all about generosity. It's about giving and receiving. So yes, some of you, because it is, you know, around the third week of the month here, which we have Christmas coming up. Yes, there could be some Scorpios that you're incredibly generous at this time, but there could be some Scorpios that you're also receiving some sort of help that's allowing for this cycle to complete here. So some of you definitely could be receiving something that's going to help you here. And, you know, in the position of how those around you are viewing you, I do have the Hanged Man. So I think that some of you have definitely been waiting on something, or waiting for this cycle to complete. Maybe you felt stuck, or maybe people around you they've viewed you as being stuck or in limbo. Because this is in the position of how those around you are viewing you, which the Hanged Man can be that period of suspense, that temporary wait. It is just a temporary energy, but it also can be voluntary. So this can be someone who's going off, especially with the High Priestess crowning you. There could be some Scorpios that, you know, at this time you could be going off and spending some time alone. Maybe you do need to kind of reevaluate things. Maybe you need to see things from a different perspective. And then in the hopes and fears position, I do have Temperance. So maybe hoping to heal, definitely. Hoping to maybe feel more stable, more balanced. You have a couple of cards here that are speaking about balance. So, you know, maybe hoping that everything balances out here. You know, that can be emotional. That also can be financial for some of you. Let's face it, the holidays are expensive. So with Temperance, it also can represent a very powerful healing energy, a beautiful spiritual divine energy. So some of you are maybe hoping for that spiritual guidance, hoping for maybe some healing to come through, especially if you just went through a difficult time. But because we also have the King of Wands here in the recent past, there could be a Sagittarius Scorpio connection. And maybe you're hoping for a Sagittarius. Maybe you're hoping to hear from a Sagittarius, or hoping to spend the holidays with a Sagittarius. Something like that, Scorpio. And then the energy that you're actually leaving the month with and starting the new year with, we do have the Queen of Swords. So you do have some characters here. There could be a Libra, a Gemini, or an Aquarius person that's significant here right at the end of the month. But the Queen can also be, you know, she can be an attorney. So if you are a Scorpio that has maybe a legal matter that's ongoing, this could be maybe your attorney contacting you here right at the end of the month. For other Scorpios, of course, this can always be your energy. The Queen of Swords is more of a serious queen, very logical, very sharp. And she can be someone who's a little guarded. So for those of you that have been hurt in the past and you're in the process of healing, you know, this is maybe you a little guarded at this time. And definitely not coming through emotional here. Very strong. The Queen of Swords is very, very strong. But let's do some clarifying for you. First, I actually want to take a look at the Ten of Swords. So let's clarify the Ten of Swords for Scorpio. looking at the Ten of Swords for Scorpio, energy that is coming up around the second week of December. Clarifying the Ten of Swords for Scorpio. All right. Very interesting. Okay. Let's see. What else do I want to look at, Scorpio? Let's take a look at the Hanged Man. Let's take a look at the Hanged Man for Scorpio. This is in the position of how those around you are viewing you. And that can be those closest to you, your significant other, friends, family, co-workers. Let's see. Looking at the Hanged Man for Scorpio. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of earth energy and ear energy. So some of you could be dealing with an earth sign person. You could be dealing with an ear sign person. Looking at the Ten of Swords, I have the King of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and then Death. So when I flipped this over, it wasn't in reverse the way it kind of landed. It landed the way I picked it up in reverse. To be honest, because that happened, there could be an earth sign person, a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn person who, you know, might not be at their best. In reverse, it can be someone who's greedy or someone who's stubborn. So you could be dealing with an earth sign person. We also do have the King of Swords here. So we have two kings. So maybe an earth sign person, maybe an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. But then we also have Death. So that's very interesting. Death is obviously great change, transformation. It represents your sign. There could be an ending that's coming in now. Because we have the King and the Queen of Swords, I mentioned that could be an attorney. And this could definitely even be a financial ending for some of you. I feel like some of you might have something legal that's ongoing, and maybe it's been a long, drawn-out process, but the end is finally near here with the Ten of Swords in the near future. I don't want you to think that this is negative because we have Death here with the Ten of Swords, clarifying the Ten of Swords. There's definitely endings in the cards for you, which is very positive. This is a very powerful major arcana energy. So for some of you, this is where your focus is. With this King of Swords, this could be your energy. Even the second half of the month here coming up a little bit more serious. You know, maybe planning the details, very strategic here, but you have this ending that's definitely taking place here. And with the Chariot at the bottom of the deck as the overall energy, there's going to be movement. With every ending, there's a new beginning. So looking at the Hanged Man, clarifying the Hanged Man, we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, and the Two of Cups. So again, earth energy. And we do have some couples here. We have the King and the Queen of Pentacles. I have the King and the Queen of Swords. So for some of you watching this, this could be, you know, this could be relationship matters, definitely. With the Three of Cups, though, this is a very social energy. Some of you could be getting together with the Queen of Pentacles. You know, even if she's not an earth sign person, this could be someone who is coming off as the Queen of Pentacles. This could be your energy for those Scorpion women. She's, you know, someone who takes care of the family, the home. She can be someone who's very business oriented as well. And we have the Three of Cups and the Two of Cups. So for some of you, this is really positive. Maybe you've been waiting to reconcile with someone because the Three of Cups can represent you reuniting with someone along with that Two of Cups here. This is clarifying the Hanged Man. So maybe you've been waiting to get together with a friend, or maybe you've been waiting to get back together with a loved one. Maybe someone is away for the holidays. You're waiting for them to come back. It could be something like that. But some of you definitely maybe have love coming up here. There is maybe the possibility for some of you to reunite with someone. This could, you know, it could be on the love front, but it also could be friends, family. It is the holiday season. But let's pull you an additional guidance card. This is the Sacred Traveler Oracle cards. Additional guidance for Scorpio. Scorpio. Additional guidance for Scorpio for the month of December. Scorpio, additional guidance for Scorpio. Okay, wow, we have valiant courage, take action with passion, which we have the Chariot at the bottom of the deck. For many of you, this Ten of Swords and death is very positive. You're ending some sort of cycle. Change is in the air, definitely. And I think that they're encouraging you to move forward with courage, with strength, with passion. It's definitely a month of taking action and moving forward, Scorpio. So yes, some of you, maybe right at the start of the month, or maybe even at the end of November when I'm filming this, you know, it could be a little bit of a challenge, or you might feel a little stuck here. But I think as the month progresses, you know, it's definitely time for you to take action, maybe make some decisions here. You're going to definitely be moving forward in some way. Some of you could even be physically traveling here, and they're asking you to take action and move forward with passion. So overall, it's going to be a wonderful month for you, Scorpio. I hope that you found this reading helpful. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. If you are interested in receiving a private reading by me, please check out northeasttarot.com. I want to wish you guys just a very Merry Christmas and happy holiday season, and just a wonderful month of December. Take care.